afternoon, everybody. Let's get right to your headlines. On this Wednesday afternoon, 14 men arrested in an alleged child predator operation. We'll tell you about that. Plus, the search is on for a Daphne stabbing suspect. And a local college gets a big grant. Those stories and more on News 5 now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. So glad to be with you on this Wednesday afternoon, and I'm so glad that the sun is now out. Boy, did we wake up to some dreary-looking skies with some rain and clouds, and then in a matter of a few hours, now we're looking at just about full sunshine. But it is cold out there, and this is kind of the beginning of that cool down that our meteorologists have been telling us about. It is going to be in the 40s on Friday morning, so of course you got to have your sweaters and your coats ready because it is definitely going to be chilly. So here is your heads up for that. Let's get right to our big stories at this hour. And number 5, we're talking about full steam ahead. The University of West Florida has received a $579,000 grant to improve STEAM teacher preparation. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics. This has been part of a larger $1.4 million grant awarded across 5 universities from the National Science Foundation. So over the next 4 years, teens will work with over 250 college students, preparing them to become teachers. They'll study how virtual reality and artificial intelligence compare to more traditional models of teaching. Number 4. Another street in Mobile is getting a facelift. Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue is getting new curbs, gutters, sidewalks, and more. City leaders broke ground on the project this morning. The $11 million project is the latest in a series to update older parts of the city. The project also ties into a push by county commissioners to create a civil rights and cultural heritage district. Other improvements will include bike lanes that will connect with the 3 Mile Creek Greenway Trail. Number 3, safe from the storm. It's being called Jamaica's storm of the century. Hurricane Melissa tore through the island yesterday with wind gusts topping 200 miles an hour. This Mobile couple, who rode out the storm in Jamaica while on their honeymoon, is safe. Thank goodness. Destin and Taylor Lowry tied the knot back on October 18th before heading to the island. They are without power. They're working on getting home. The storm made landfall in Cuba this morning. Number 2, suspect sought. The Baldwin County Sheriff's Office is looking for a woman accused of stabbing another woman. 26-year-old Taylor Duplessis has a warrant for assault. Deputies say last Wednesday they found a woman stabbed at a home on Pollard Road in Daphne. The victim identified her attacker as Duplessis. So you see that suspect. You see her on the screen. She's got a pretty recognizable tattoo on her face. If you know where deputies can find her, please contact the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office. And number 1, sting operation. 14 people arrested in an undercover sting to catch alleged online child predators. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office conducted something they're calling Operation Dark Harvest over the past couple of weeks. The men on your screen are facing charges that range from traveling to meet a child for sex to using a computer to seduce, solicit, or lure a child. The suspects range in age from 25 to 60. You can read more about this story right now on WKRG.com. And that is a look at our big stories at this hour. Now we want to turn to our question of the day, and this is about a subject that we have been talking about since the government shutdown, that SNAP benefits will be coming to an end at the end of the month. So SNAP benefits may go out starting in November due to that government shutdown. And so our question of the day asks you your thoughts about this. Heather says, call your legislators and tell them to pass the Keep SNAP Funded Act of 2025. Justin says we need to have more classes on self-sufficiency. Examples: gardening, survival techniques, curing meat, preserving and canning food, to mention a few. Probably true. Honestly, Justin, probably true. I always think I should be growing more of what I eat, and I don't. But that would sure be healthy. Let's see. And Leslie feels confident that they will go out, that a bill to fund SNAP will pass, that the folks in the government will come through. 300,000 Alabama children rely on SNAP benefits, Rebecca says. Yes, we're talking about 1 in 7 or 1 in 8 people in Alabama. Michael says people need to stop relying on the government. Reach out to your local community members if you need assistance. Let's see. Carolyn says churches are going to have to get busy and do what God intended for them to do. Faith is agreeing with that. The church should help those who are hungry, not the government. That's what we're called to do. Laura says, my thoughts, don't panic. It'll get back on track sooner rather than later. All their jobs are on the line. All right, so we got a lot of comments on that question of the day about those SNAP benefits, and of course we're going to be following that for sure. Our poll today has to do with Hurricane Melissa, and we asked you if you were donating to relief efforts in Jamaica. Yes, no, or not sure. Yes, no, or not sure. Let us know. We are just getting the first pictures in of this hurricane and of the destruction, so a lot of people haven't seen all of the pictures and all of the damage yet. So maybe you haven't donated, but maybe you will once you see more. But again, people have been calling this the hurricane of the century, Category 5, that hit Jamaica. So if you would like to participate in our question of the day or our poll, you've got till 5:30 tonight. Just go to WKRG.com or WKRG's Facebook page. And we'll be reading more of your comments tonight at 5:30 on the next edition of News 5 Now. And that's going to do it for me here on News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. I'll see you back for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock. Have a nice afternoon, everybody. Get out and enjoy the sunshine.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.